So my first tip here is to consider your child's sensory needs when dealing with behavior. A lot of our child's behaviors, big emotions have to do with their dysregulative self, right? So that means that perhaps we have exhausted them with a lot of activities. Maybe they're tired, maybe they're hungry or thirsty. This is especially important with our neurodivergent kiddos. So kiddos that have ADHD, kiddos that are autistic, they tend to get dysregulated a lot more often because of the environment around them. So let's make sure that we have our children in their optimal sense of regulations. What ticks them off? What sends them over the edge when their sensory needs aren't met? So let's focus on that. And the second thing is focusing on your self-regulation. As parents, we're constantly triggered by noise, by thoughts that we have in our mind, by deadlines that we have to get to, right? So because I have gone through those stages where most of us have been, where we feel like bad parents because we've yelled, or we feel terrible because we have, punished our child instead of really connecting with them, I realized that I needed to take care of my sensory needs as well. So I use the loops. That helps me, drown the noise. So that for me has been a tool that has been very helpful and has made mothering a lot better. So if you have any sensitivities, make sure you know what those are. Do you get hungry often? Maybe have healthy snacks handy. Are you drinking enough water, right? Are you running too hot? Or do you have too much on your plate? Once you address that, you will see how more regulated, how more present you are able to be for your child. Now, the third tip I have for you is engage in co-regulating activities, okay? When our babies are born, their brain is not developed, as you know, it's not fully developed. So they don't have the skills or the tools to regulate themselves, right? So they get mad really easily or they cry a lot. So it is our job to teach them those regulating strategies. Certain things that are helpful for co-regulating are holding space for their emotions, right? Addressing them with a calm voice. Offer them a hug. Do you need a hug? Another thing that I really love teaching kids is doing the belly breathes or just breathing in general. So the first way I teach this is by smell a cookie. Can you smell the cookie? Or you want to smell this flower? Ooh, that smells good. Once we've figured that out and they know how to do that, then we teach them how to blow. You could blow on a pinwheel. You could blow out a candle. You could blow bubbles. Here, help me. We teach those techniques when they're calm. So when they're up here, we could say, hey, let's breathe. Breathe with mama. Right? It's very helpful. And believe me, kids can do it. They've been able to, they won't breathe as deeply, but they're getting the technique you're teaching them. The older they get, the better they will be at it. The other thing I like to use is the calming corner. Calming corners are specifically designed areas for when we're having big emotions, when we're overstimulated, or we just want to have like a little calming area. It's not timeout because we don't punish them. Go there. This is a tool that we have for them. So if you want to learn more on how to put together a calming corner, make sure you check out that video. I will link it at the end of this one. Now, the other thing that's important is to be consistent with our toddlers, right? One thing that can really tick them off is if one day we let them eat on the couch and the other day we don't. They don't understand, why was I able to eat that yesterday on the couch and not today? So we want to make sure we're consistent with the rules we have for the house and the boundaries that we set. As they get older, you might be able to, negotiate when you change those boundaries, but during their first couple of years, it's really important for you to be consistent so that way they have predictability and they know what to expect, and we don't have a big meltdown or a big emotion when we say no to one thing, right? Now, another tool that I love to use with toddlers also to set boundaries and for disciplining and just helping the day go out easier is a visual timer. Visual timers are so important for kiddos. They have no notion of time. And with a visual timer, you can show them what's 5 minutes, what's 15 minutes, or if you even say 30 minutes. Okay, in 30 minutes, we're going to turn off the TV. And as time goes on, they start seeing less. And you bring attention to it. Oh, look, time's up. It's almost time. Okay, it's almost time for bath. And then usually it will it will it will do a beep like that. A visual timer is really important for transitions. I feel like a lot of the times that we have behavior with our kiddos is during transitions, right? Maybe they are so into watching a TV show, or maybe they are so happy that they're playing cars. So having a visual timer helps them understand, oh yeah, time's up, right? But this isn't going to be effective if you aren't consistent. So this is why we want to be consistent with those rules. So use it and be consistent. No one solution is going to be perfect for all kids, right? If that were the case, then we wouldn't have all these, parenting books and all these, tools and tips out here. But just try them out. Try them out. Which one works best for your child? Which one does he or she like best? I really hope that you found these tips helpful and that these tips help you be less stressed and be the best version of you. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good day. Bye.